Forgive an old woman, but I forgot your name. What was it again? Would you mind getting my book from the sleeping quarters? It would spare my bones the trip. It's called Great Voyages. Thank you very much. I've read this old book many times. Seems I find something new each read. And no matter how many times I've read it, it never fails to get me excited for adventure. Are you the adventuring type? Oh, I see. Well, this voyage must have felt twice as long for you. Can I give you a word of advice? I'm old and wise after all. Adventuring is a lot more fun once you realize you need to be uncomfortable at times to have a good adventure. Captain Ilona told me we'll be landing in Lindo shortly. I think we're all antsy to arrive.
I've never been to Eastshade. I've heard wonderful things about it. Did you know that the people there used to cover their mouths with garments? I've heard that's since gone out of style. Quite a strange fashion fad if you ask me. As long as Eastshade doesn't rock like this ship, I will love it. It's the quaint little seaside town we'll be landing in. It's one of the many gems of the country, I hear. Almost there.
Oh, that did not sound good.
you've woken. Do you remember what happened? I'm glad your memory's intact. You washed up on this beach just a short while after the ship sank. One doesn't last long in water this cold. Eastshade, of course. Specifically, my home. I usually don't take visitors, but in this case I can hardly blame you for floating in unannounced. From what I've heard, you were the only passenger misplaced during the wreck. The others are safe in town. Only your easel. Don't forget to take it when you leave. Even the frigid tide couldn't bring you to part from it. It must mean a great deal to you. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know you're on your way, then.
It's you! You're on the ship! What happened to you? Oh, thank goodness. We thought you were lost. Oh, what a horrible experience. I'm so glad to see you're safe. What brought you to Eastshade anyway? A traveling artist? That's wonderful. I came to visit my family. You look like you could use a nice cup of tea. This flavor is a bit strong for some people, but the effects can be lifted with a sip of water from your water skin. Our captain is in a terrible state. I suppose that's to be expected. She won't even leave the dock. Perhaps it would console her to know that we all survived. You should speak with her. I lost most of my possessions too. and nothing has washed up. My family lives here in Lindo, so I'll be staying with them. If you find that night is coming and you're in need of a place to stay, you should check the inn. You'll be comfortable there. It gets cold around here at night. You shouldn't be out without a proper coat. After that wreck, I may just settle down here for a while. Are you wondering about anything else?
I'm a bird! Aren't I good at flying? Thanks! My dad says that I can do anything as long as I put my mind to it!
Hey, are you an artist? Hey, you have an easel! Are you an artist? So am I! Do you want to see what I made? Look! It's the ocean. I don't know how to do it right. It took all day. But I want to make my next one even better. What should I do? But I don't know how to make a canvas. All right! You're a nice artist after all. I know where some boards are. Follow me.
Did you see when it ran a reef? I've never seen anything like that. Terrible waste of a good ship. And it went down so quickly. It's amazing anyone made it out that.
Now we just need the fabric. I don't know where to find that. Maybe we should ask someone. Let's keep going. So we have everything we need now, right? We can make a canvas from this stuff? Could you paint something? I want to watch a real artist. I want to try. Can I have a canvas? We found enough stuff, right? Oh.
Watch your step there. Lots of moving boxes round here. You looking a little waterlogged. Guessing you just came in off of that ship. Think you even got some seaweed hanging from your ear. Yeah, we all have those days, right? I mean, my dad got in a shipwreck once. He wasn't as lucky as you, though. Oh, no, he's fine. Just lost his leg is all. Now he gets to order us around even more. So, you'll probably be exploring all over, right? Would you do me a huge favor? My brother loves raspberry-filled pastries. Loves them. He can't get enough. But raspberries don't grow here. So, he puts in an overseas order every 2 weeks. It's crazy, really. Now, the thing he hates is grape-filled pastries. I mean, we all hate them, obviously, but he hates them even more. He'd destroy them all if he could, you know? He once saw an old lady eating some, and he grabbed the box and threw it in the ocean. It was the craziest thing. Okay, so what I did was fill his raspberry pastry bag with, grape pastries. Can you imagine what he's gonna do when he eats one? He'll go insane. He's always suspicious of me doing something like this, though, so it would be perfect if you could play along and act like you're a, delivery person. So, what do you say? Will you deliver them to him? Perfect! You gotta play the part, though. Really make him think they're raspberry pastries. This'll be great. Here, take these. My brother lives over in Nava, so I'll meet you there in a few days, alright? I'll probably be near the bakery. You just come find me, and I'll point my brother out to you.
Are you still feeling moody?
I know that I can do it if I put my mind to it!
Get down from there.
I can't fly if I don't even try!
You're not a bird, Lenny. You need to come down right now. You're going to get hurt.
Everybody, turn around!
What? Why?
If you don't all turn right now, I'm gonna jump!
Okay. Everyone turn around. I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's time to come down now.
I flew! I can't believe it! I flew!
Of course you did. I'm just glad you're back down. Don't do that again, okay?
Okay, now that I know I can fly, I won't do it again.
I feel so adventurous staying here in Lindo. I live in Nava, but sometimes I just long for the primitive lifestyle Lindo offers. This is my first excursion out of Nava. It just feels like the right time for a dramatic adventure. Some may find the story of my journey utterly inspiring. Nothing could have prepared me for the muddy paths, the unbearable heat. I even had to eat outside. Overall, it was a dreadful experience, but I braved through it all. Yes, it certainly was impressive on my part. I so dearly wish my friends could see how adventurous I've become.
You must be the traveler from the wrecked ship. Oh, good. Ingolf needs some visitors every now and then. I wish he would spend more time in town, but he'd rather be alone. Yes, I run the inn. I always keep a full stock of soup and tea to refresh weary travelers. When I was young, I traveled all over this island. I'd love to adventure again one day. It's a bit more calm than Nava. I think it's quite a nice place to relax. I think the dock workers used fabric sacks with the incoming and outgoing shipments. You might ask one of them. I lived there for a few years, working as a baker. I do miss the bustle of the city sometimes. Certainly.
We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay, and that's what does it. It shouldn't slow down traffic too much, though. I'm just glad you all made it. Lindau is a nice port town, although we don't have much to export anymore, aside from loom sacks. And most of our tourism these days are just people passing through, on the way in or on the way out of Nava. Fabric. We go through loads of it. Here, these lengths are defective for shipping, but will perhaps serve your purposes.
So you've survived too. That means only one of us has been lost at sea. Who? Only the most important one of us all, Annabelle! Doesn't sound... I see. She carries you across the oceans and you don't even learn her name. Annabelle! My ship! My wooden, sea-loving daughter! Killed by the damned reefs when we came into this miserable town. Kind of you to say so, but kindness does nothing to bring sweet Annabelle back to me. I imagine I'll be spending the rest of my days mourning Annabelle, sitting here, dreaming of a world where she wasn't destroyed and people actually remember her name. Off with you! Trade your life for hers. It's really a terrible place to be stranded. Ship murdering town. Oh, my ship. So now leave me be.
Who's there? Nika? Is that you? You must be one of the tourists. Terrible about the sinking and all that. Glad you're okay. Yada yada, etc. But will you go get Nika, the innkeeper? I need help. Brilliant! I'll wait here. Ugh.
Ah, the travelling artist. Oh, of course he does. And what is it this time? Again? That's like the 8th time. All right then, we'd better go help. Oh, it's really stuck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty stuck.
I think what we need here is some soap. Would you be a dear and fetch some soap from Amin's house? It's just down the stairs and across the courtyard.
Hello there. Can I help you, traveller? Soap? Well, certainly. May I ask why? You shouldn't use soap for that. It's not safe. Anyway, I'll ask no more. Here, and no need to return it. Is he a friend of yours? Well, I shouldn't gossip then. Right. Well, here's some soap. Safe travels.
You have the soap? Well, let's try this thing then. Here, let me have that soap.
Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika. Well, you are a nosy tourist, aren't you? Beeswax!
Hello there, newcomer, are you? Trying to get across the bridge, I guess. I hope you've got the glowstones for it. It's not free, you know. The rule is you pay once and you can use it as much as you'd like. From other people, I think. It seems to me that you're in need of some money. What's all that you're carrying? Looks heavy. Are you some kind of painter? You know what? Maybe there's a way you can get the glowstones out of me after all. There's a gazebo in Lindau. Real pretty spot. Maybe you've been there. Anyway, I'd like a painting of that view. The gazebo is easy to find. It's just behind the inn. And I want the painting from the gazebo, not of the gazebo. It's the view, not the building, if you get my meaning. Damn fish aren't biting today.
There's nothing like a good book on a day such as this. Actually, books are the perfect way to spend any day. Do you enjoy reading? Well, now that is quite a shame. My favorite books are the ones that inspire me to write myself. How about you? We creatives, me a writer, you a painter, we've got to stay inspired. Best way I've found is to drink many cups of tea. Always gives me a boost. Speaking of writing, if you find any feathers around here, I'd happily buy them. I'm constantly losing my quills. I figure 3 should do it. For now though, I must get back to reading. I think something fabulously dramatic is about to happen. Is there something else? That's where I live, when I'm not camping. My house was the only thing standing after the mudslide. Moving all those books just seems like too much trouble. Besides, what could be more fun than living in a ghost town? I'm certain you did. Did you manage to take a peek inside? Oh good. I hope you found something to read that was of interest to you. That building was part of the original town of Lindau. I've heard a ghost has taken up residence inside. If you're interested in an adventure, it's a lovely spot for a nighttime stroll. Many of the folk from old Lindau moved there after the mudslide. The library there is of a historic note. Many of the folk from old Lindau moved there after the mudslide. The library there is of a historic. Lindau used to be right on the river until a mudslide destroyed most of the town. After that, the townspeople relocated to the coast. Is there something else? Hello. Oh, wonderful. Hopefully this is enough to last me a while. Thank you very much. I do hate scouring the forest walls. If you find any more, I'll pay you one glowstone piece. Is there something else?
Great viewpoint, isn't it? Look, the eclipse is starting. Not a bad show, right? I try to come up here every day. I guess it just doesn't get old for me. Anyway, if you haven't got lodging for the night, feel free to stay at the inn. I'll leave the upstairs room unlocked for you. Drop in at your leisure. Don't worry about payment. Shipwreck survivors stay free of charge. Take care now. You look well. That's where we all used to live. There was just so much rain one year. Luckily, we had the foresight to get out before the mudslide. No one got physically hurt, but the whole town was devastated. Towers like that were used to send fire signals to Nava, but we don't need to do that anymore. It's a bit eerie, but late the other night, I thought I saw lights coming from inside the tower. Oh, it's probably just some kids playing prank. I lived there for a few years, working as a... Take care now.
I saw you talking with the captain. How is she doing? That doesn't surprise me. She's lost her home and her career in one fell swoop. How have you been? The original town built on the river? I remember hearing that it got destroyed in a mudslide. I heard that when I was really young. Oh yes, I saw that from the ship. It looked as if there was a light coming from inside. Could it be a lighthouse? Oh yes, I saw that from the ship.
A newcomer. In the future, if you're ever in need of carriage to Nava, I'm your driver. My ox is strong, no?
Well, looky here, you've gone and painted the gazebo view. Are you willing to sell it? Oh, how about that? Got myself something fancy. See you around.
Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika.
Are you still feeling moody? Wow, thanks! I'm going to be a moody artist like you when I grow up. Thanks again for the canvas! That place is neat. My mom takes me there sometimes, but I'm not allowed to go by myself. That place is haunted. Every time I go there, I hear weird sounds. And some nights the windows light up. It's kinda creepy. I'm not scared of ghosts, though.
This is gonna be such a great prank! Don't forget to meet me in Nava. I'm usually near the bakery.
When I was a boy, merchants came to Lindau with strange spices and soft fabrics. They haven't been back in a long time, though. We mainly get shipments of teas, grains and fabrics, and headwear of the latest fashion, of course. In any case, there's always lots of work to do around here. I remember playing in there as a kid. The ocean looks beautiful from the top. I wish it wasn't locked up. That was the original Lindau. The town got destroyed after it rained every day for a solid month. The hill just slid away. There might be some stuff worth salvaging out there.
That would be Azad, a brilliant, brutally honest, and highly misunderstood man. Undoubtedly too curt for his own good. Perhaps that's why many Lindau folk found it difficult to maintain amicable relations with him.
I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them on your way then.
again for the canvas! He's some really old guy. I'm pretty sure.
My garden is filled with all sorts of wriggly critters. Certainly. That poor man. He had quite a gruff personality. Not very sociable, but I don't think he meant to offend people. I hope he's very happy, wherever he is. Towers like that were used to send fire signals to... It's a bit eerie. Oh, it's probably just some kids playing a prank. Take care now.
I do enjoy this exciting new lifestyle I've adopted. Did I ever tell you about my journey to Lindo? I've heard of him. A terrible man. Just horrible. And not very good looking either. They say he disappeared, and I say good riddance. I'm not very interested in old things. New things are so much more beautiful. I haven't seen it. It's part of Old Lindo, though, so it probably isn't worth seeing anyway. Oh, it's the most wonderful city! Much better than this place. I can hardly believe I managed to get myself here alive. It's a dramatic destination. I'll be the envy of my friends when I get home. Oh, it's the most wonderful city. Much better than this place. I can hardly believe I managed to get myself here alive. It's a dramatic destination. I'll be the envy of my friends when I get home. True. Perhaps Epic Saga is a more fitting description. Say, you do some sort of art things, don't you? Do you think you could capture my sheer magnificence on canvas? I'm dying to show my friends what a remarkable traveler I've become. What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance. Have you decided you'd like to paint a bold adventurer? What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance. Oh my! That painting! It's the most perfect thing I've ever seen! I simply must have it! This is wonderful! My friends will be so jealous of me. I think I'll start a collection of paintings just like this. Can you imagine? An entire wall filled with paintings of me.
Certainly.
Oh, hello there. Mind the plants underfoot. What can I do for you? I spend a lot of time studying and documenting new plant life. Just yesterday, I believe I discovered a new sort of lily pad. As far as I know, he left Lindau a long time ago and never returned. Unfortunately, he and I did not get along terribly well. It was destroyed such a long time ago. I was only a child, so I barely remember what it looked like. I like to go walking over there. It's nice to take in the sea air from time to time. Believe it or not, I've never been. I'm not sure Bojan would care much for the bustle. Believe it or not, I've never been. I'm not sure Bojan would care much for the bustle. We've got great plant diversity, and I can always get imported teas from the storehouse. We've also got more wild bloom sacks than anywhere else. Mind the plants underfoot!
La la la. It is a bloom sack, Ralph.
It does not. It looks quite nice if you ask me. I made it after all. I might, but only if you meet the right requirements. My only requirement is that you be my friend. One of my best friends, to be exact. I understand. Quite reasonable. Let us begin learning about one another. Is your favourite colour orange or yellow? I see. Now, if you had to choose between eating slugs or cakes, which would you eat? Maybe I can make you some slug cakes? This next one will be tricky. If you saw a frog stranded all alone on a lily pad, what would you do? Just because it's normal doesn't mean it's acceptable. Please, consider how the frogs feel about it. I feel as if I have come to know you very well. Would you agree that we can be friends now? Oh, wondrous! Here, now we can sit on rafts together. You'll need some twine to keep it all together. I don't know how to make that, but Ona has a lot of it. You also need wax, and that's very hard to find. Sometimes there's still candles, but don't tell Ona.
Hello again. I overheard your conversation with Bojan. He'll be so excited to have you as a friend. He's a very special individual. There's no one who loves rafting as much as he does. Though he can be difficult at times, he's a kind soul. I appreciate your cordialness. Ah, a blossoming botanist, I see. To start, you'll need some roots. You can find them at the bases of trees. I can show you how to make twine, but it is a process. I see you're a painter. I would so love some artwork in my home. I'm quite partial to sandy beaches. What do you say? If you make me a painting, I'll teach you how to make twine. I look forward to seeing your work. Mind the plants underfoot.
I saw some birds flying around a few nights ago. They were so graceful. I especially like the ones that do this. Ooh, ooh. What a fun way to talk. Ooh. Fancy city folk, but they do buy my pots. Bye now.
My cousin is so full of energy. One day he's flapping around like a bird, and the next he's jumping everywhere, claiming to be a frog.
You look well. Take care now.
pretty busy if you couldn't tell. Got all these trails to maintain, tourists to wrangle, animals to nurture, plants to relocate. I'll be lucky if I ever get to take another break in my whole life. Well, thanks. I guess that's nice to hear. Although I don't see how you could know that. Oh, and I've also got to go rescue a stupid water fox, as if I didn't already have enough work to do.
They're aquatic rodents, essentially. Like to live in watery caves. People think they're adorable, but in my opinion, they're just wretched. My responsibility here is maintaining the trails. That's why I was hired. These water foxes are a huge thorn in my paw, and they distract me from my real tasks. My partner was the one who took care of the water foxes. Now he's gone, and I have no idea to handle these animals. I've been trying to trap one all day. Tried every type of bait under the moon. One of them mangled his foot, and I was trying to administer some salve before it gets infected. He wanted to see the world. I don't blame him for that. But he could have at least left some instructions for taking care of these hard animals. I've already wasted so much time trying to catch him. I really can't spend another day on this. I think it's officially a lost cause.
Yeah, he'll probably die. And his kits won't last long without him either. I guess it's sad, but the trails need maintenance.
I'm not really supposed to let visitors get so close to the wildlife, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. The water foxes are living in a cave, not more than 100 paces from me. City folk. It's like they've never seen a trail before, always trampling through the foliage like animals.
Welcome to the Kestrel's Eyrie, providing a warm bed for travelers and tourists for just 2 glowstones a night. Are you in need of a room tonight? You might have met my old friend Nika. She runs the inn over there. We used to get into a lot of trouble together. It's a shiny kind of place. You heading there now? I heard there's an arts supplies store. Seems like something you might like.
By trade, I am a cartographer, but unfortunately my productivity is down at the moment. I have run out of ink. It'll be a while before my shipment comes in. You're new around here, right? I'll bet you could use a map of Eastshade. If you'd like one, I have an extra print here I can give you. But in exchange, I'm wondering if there's something you can do for me. As I mentioned, I'm running low on ink. If you find me 4 inky cap mushrooms, I'll give it to you. That would be grand. Last time I went inky cap foraging, I got trapped in a conversation with the park ranger. He's rather obsessed with trail making, isn't he? He gabbed about it for nearly an hour. A beautiful city, and very straightforward, cartographically speaking. See you.
It comes. It may be the fiercest Eastshade has seen in 100 years. The signs are all around us. You must find shelter. Death. It is death. I must go. Be safe, traveler.
Ignore him. He says that every time it rains. Stop scaring the tourists, Grandpa.
day for making trails, wouldn't you say? I've always pictured them as toad eaters. I really watched meeting them. If I knew what they like, I would have trapped that injured one by now. They live in watery caves and crevices, usually secluded areas. Aren't you full of questions? Go to the library if you want to visit a know-it-all. These trails aren't going to take care of themselves.
That owl? Can I buy it from you? This is great! Ooh, ooh. Is this too many glowstones? I wouldn't know. I've never bought a painting before. You've got a real ear for birds. Let me know if you ever need anything. Bye now.
Have you by any chance found those inky caps yet? Great! I've just put the final touches on your map. I hope it serves you well. Safe travels.
My great-great-grandparents built this lodge. It's held up pretty well, I'd say. With any luck, it'll stay up for many more generations. All right then, it's just up the stairs, second door on the right.
Oh, hello. I'm not really in the mood to talk with anyone. I lost something really important. It was like the key to everything. I just can't believe I lost it. My amulet. I don't know how this happened. I just wanted to look at it, but now it's gone. Sorry. I don't feel like chatting right now. Sorry. I don't feel like chatting right now.
You managed to trap him. I heard the shrieks all the way above ground. I need to administer the salve.
What a lovely sandy beach you've painted! Would you be willing to give it away for the opportunity to learn? This is splendid! It will be the prized piece of my sitting room. Now, here's how to make twine. Mind the plants underfoot!
Hello, good friends. Where's your raft?
We've got the best herbs and potions in all of Eastshade. Tell your family, your friends, and random acquaintances to come here for all their apothecary needs.
Welcome to K&K Apothecary, the finest source for all your medicinal tincture needs. If you hear of anyone looking for an apothecary, send them our way. Or really, just send anyone our way. It's been so long since we've had a single customer.
We've got the best herbs and potions in all of Eastshade. Tell your family, your friends, and random acquaintances to come here for all their apothecary needs.
Welcome to K&K Apothecary. Oh, really, just send anyone our way. It's been so long since we've had a single customer.
finally arrived. Would you like some tea or maybe some pie? Don't be shy now. My name is known to all as Mudwillow. My passion is sight and all that it shows. Weaver of light and doctor of eyes, I hold the gift reserved for the wise. With me lies the gift which everyone seeks. So far you've all been liars and sneaks, sought out by foe and drunkards unfit. Not one of you has held nearly enough wit. They all bumble in, dreaming of crimes. Every day they show up, it's a waste of my time. But the strings of light you folded and bent prove you've got brains to some extent. It seems you may just be clever enough, although I'd bet your brain is packed full of fluff. But listen up, painter, for this is your task. Prepare your brushes and hear what I ask. Itself in a constant state of falling, to you it seems that it's always stalling. A stony side where the star hides away, a watchful eye at the peak of midday. When day turns dark but a moment in time, when a star goes black, though everything's fine. The largest of eyes that stare back at you, a sight that aligns. That's the moment I choose. An eclipse you found, the darkness of day, but another piece you've lost on your way. Search the landscape and find me an eye. Give the sky vision, then you'll have your prize.
Why, hello, friend! Glorious day, wouldn't you say? What an incredible day to be alive! Ah, I see you're a traveller, swept in from some distant land. How enchanting! Ah, marvellous place, Eastshade. The only trouble is, traveller, the little mice. The little mice! You see, they've taken a liking to my garden. Not sure how they eat so much when I'm not looking. Must be bigger than I think. I'm standing guard, but it's not working. Somehow they're getting past me. Must be while I'm sleeping. Not that I mind, really. I'm glad they have a proper meal. But how I dream of cooking up a proper stew. Vegetable, of course. Can't have a good stew without an assortment of the finest crops, eh? Oh, you're a mutton eater. Well, I won't hold it against you, of course. Folks have got to eat. Plenty of folk round here enjoy a mutton stew as it is. Just try to pat a sheep on the noggin once in a while to boost its spirits, will you? Tell you what, bring me 7 sticks so I can finish my fence. That just may do the trick against these crafty carrot eaters. Of course, I never let a friend journey on without a few glowstones to pad their pocket. How's 10 sound? Oh, isn't that perfect? I knew it was a good thing we met, traveller. Of course, I appreciate your help. Nothing wrong with running around picking up sticks, just don't forget to get lost once in a while, eh? And look around you, smell the roses. Oh, listen to me, I sound like an old-timer. Refreshing to hear someone say it other than myself. I'm sure the polite nature of Eastshade folk has a reputation far and wide. No chance someone would wrong another. Anyhow, thanks for getting these sticks for me. It's a full-time job standing guard. Why don't you come back in a day's time? That'll give me time to patch up this fence and see how it does against the little mice. See you soon.
Well, I guess I should thank you. I was ready to give up on this damned water fox. Listen, it's pretty clear that you're a nature lover. I don't know how you managed to catch that animal, but I do appreciate it. Let me show you how to make a snug tent. Should be useful for someone like you, roaming the country and all. It will give you a place to relax if you need to kill time, and shelter if you find night sneaking up on you.
Need a lift? All right then.
Yes, a newcomer. May I see your reference letters, please? I'm afraid if you're seeking passage into Narva, you'll need 3 reference letters from citizens of Eastshade, signed and sealed. It hasn't always been this way, but lately we've been getting more newcomers than usual. We don't want to be unwelcoming to new folk, but we are trying to have some measure of security. Will that be all, then? Well, you need to find people who are willing to vouch for your character and writing. Since you're a newcomer, you'll have to make some friends in the country. Will that be all, then? Will that be all, then? Stay safe now.
Hello, good friends. Where's your raft? I think Ona can do that.
What can I do for you? Any friend of Bojan's is a friend of mine. Here. Mind the plants underfoot.
My garden is filled with all sorts of wriggly critters. Goodness, that painting of the eclipse is lovely. Is it for me? I bet Sandra put you up to this. Ah, this is lovely. You're too kind. I'm going to hang this in the room upstairs. The Salty Sea End. Goodness, that painting of the eclipse is lovely. I bet Sandra put you up to this. Ah, this is lovely. You're too kind. I'm going to hang this in the room upstairs. Sure, I can do that for you. Take care now.
is gonna be such a great prank! Don't forget to meet me in Nava. I'm usually near the bakery.
Would you like a ride to Nava? You've already paid the toll, so it will be free for you. My ox is strong, no?
Ahoy there, traveller! Alas, those carrot chompers are still at it. Seems the mice are trapped inside my new fence. Odd though, they never leave so much as a stem behind. Hungry little creatures, aren't they? Why don't you stop by K&K Apothecary? Kai and Kaylin should have some repellent that'll send any critters bolting. They live west of here, along the riverbank on the south side of the Blushwoods. See you soon. See you soon.
Kai, we have to stop taking Finn's crops.
It's not like I enjoy it either, but what choice do we have? We haven't made a single sale in weeks. How is that even possible?
It's just... oh, that poor, sweet man.
He blames the vermin as it is. We're not doing him any actual harm.
We can't steal his crops forever. At some point, he's going to realize.
That gullible old fool. He wouldn't believe we were stealing from him if we walked up and took the shoes right off his feet.
I can't believe you, Kai. We need to figure out a better way. Oh, this is so unlike us. We never wanted to steal from Finn, you know. I would have done anything else if I could. I'm horrified by what we've done to such a sweet old man.
I didn't realize anyone was there. What do you want? Yes, indeed! You'll be needing the strongest repellent available to rid your garden of those pests. For Finn's garden, you say? Oh, just don't expect this to work right away. It has more of a simmering effect, like a strong mulled wine. The longer you leave the repellent on, the more powerful it'll be. That will be 5 glowstones. Here you are. You're back. What are you looking for today?
Really worked our way into a predicament. Even if we left Eastshade, who's to say it would turn out better for us elsewhere?
Heidi-ho! The great traveller returns! Were you able to get some repellent? Well, thanks, friend. This should do the trick. You be safe now, and don't forget to smell the roses. Hoo-wee! Special veggie stew coming right up! See you soon! Da-dee-da! See you soon!
You're back. What are you looking for today? You heard us! Oh, for criminy. No one's buying herbs like they used to. You understand? You'd best not tell anyone about this. It would kill Finn to hear anything bad about his neighbors, you hear? I don't mean to sound so sinister, you know. It's just... times have been hard since Kaylin's father stopped supporting us. We thought we could make it on our own, but truth is, no one seems to have much use for an apothecary. Not out in these parts, anyway. I don't right know where everyone's getting their goods. Maybe it's time we moved on from Eastshade and found ourselves a place where we can make a proper living. Actually, there may be something you could help us with. One last try to make it here before we call it quits. Will you help us? You'll help us! Oh, this will mean so much to Kaylin! Have you met Annika? I'm willing to bet she'd help out. But Kaylin's always saying Annika has a generous soul. Even if she isn't all there upstairs. She lives in the southwest of the Great Shade. Somehow, people around here came to knowing she has more glowstones than many of the rest of us. I'm guessing she doesn't spend too much. Too preoccupied with, other things. Just see if you can borrow 600 glowstones. I'm not proud of it, you know. We've been down on our luck a while. Anyhow, if she needs convincing, just tell her it's anyone besides us asking. Go, give it your best.
We've really worked our way into a predicament. Even if we left Eastshade, who's to say it would turn out better for us elsewhere?
Broke a pot this morning, and you know what? I don't even mind. Today's just my day. Of course, it wouldn't be a bird identification issue by any chance. Darn, I love a good bird ID. Well, tell me what you need in glowstones for. You need me to give you glowstones so you can help a friend. And tell me, what's the name of this friend? Right, of course. And where on the island might I find this person? I see. Unfortunately, I cannot help you help your friend. Financial troubles north of here? No doubt you've been spending time with Kai and Kaelin. Kaelin's a sweetheart, but that Kai, a weasel if I ever heard of one. But you're new to Eastshade. Lots of people didn't like back when Kai was overcharging for potions. Not that it bothered me so much, but he sure upset a lot of other people. He steals from owls, of course, the most magnificent of all creatures. You see, owls love rubbing their beaks against the soft part of the black thistle. It comforts them. And Kai simply waltzed into the great shade and snatched black thistle, an endangered plant, I'll have you know, and stuck it into some potion to sell. Kai is no friend to owls. Who would do something so terrible? It was no misunderstanding. If anyone ought to know better, it'd be Kai. He deals with plants all day, after all. And whatever you do, don't pick the black thistle. Bye now.
You spoke to Annika already? What did she say? How did you know? You told her it was me asking? Anyway, that was years ago. It wasn't overcharging, exactly. I was young, you know. It was long before I was even with Kaelin. I might not have always been a model citizen, but Kaelin right straightened me out. You know, someone once told me a story about a woman who couldn't feed her family. She took to stealing scraps, gets caught, and goes to jail. Tell me, how's that right? Can't feed her family. What's she supposed to do? But this can't be about overcharging. We had plenty of customers long after those days. Annika isn't holding my past against me, is she? We charge a fair price. Or we would if anyone ever set foot in here. But what do you mean, endangered plant? Oh, is that why people stopped coming around? But why would anyone believe I used something that's protected? I mean, I like plants as much as the next shade folk, but I'd never touch a protected plant, I swear! What? My Hydra thistle? Huh. Well, now that I think about it, I guess I could see why people got that idea, but oh, criminy! Why didn't anyone just ask me about it? This is why we've been broke all these years? No, of course not. Far too risky to use those protected bits of foliage. That's a game I don't mess around with. Look, you haven't seen the best of us, but we've got a lot to offer if we just had a chance. Can you help us? Here's my Hydra thistle. Find someone to test it, like a scientist. Help me prove I didn't use any protected plants. Nava will certainly have someone who can figure that out. Check the offices on the 3rd floor of the common quarter. Please hurry. We can't survive much longer without any customers.
I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling like myself at the moment. I mean, what kind of people are we? What have we become? Oh, what a lovely woman! Don't listen to what my husband says about her. I haven't made it to Southland in some time. How is Annika doing? One of Kai's potions? Oh, he better not have. No, he wouldn't. For good grief, those days are long behind him.
Sure, I can vouch for you. You really got me out of a pinch there with that water fox.
Do you have your references in order? Yes, it appears everything is in order. Go right ahead then. And welcome to Nava. Can I help you? Can I help you? Stay safe now.